Hello, Team Zug, and we're back with a unboxing review video. So I haven't told you guys this, so if you guys remember from my last unboxing review video, actually it was the one before it, I got this Wooden Rare Victor. It wasn't the one I wanted, but I was kind of happy to have it. Um, what the one I wanted was the Tomy variant, basically the ones with the painted eyes and all that. Now I found another one on eBay, and this one is a more of an experiment. If I could get the right thing that I wanted in the first place. So sorry about that, guys. But anyway, so I'm trying to say this is like an experiment to see if I could get what I want. If that makes sense. If it's the Victor that I wanted, then I'm posting this video. If not, I'll just, won't release this video. So with that out of the way, let's get started. He's in here. Let's get him out. Oh boy, I can't look. Alright, let's see. It's... Oh my god, it's him! I finally have him! I finally got the Victor I wanted! Oh, he's pretty beat up. Yeah, here's the Victor that I wanted. Yeah, this is the Victor, this was the Victor I was meant to get, and this is the Victor I got. Now this Victor's in more of a better condition, but I like the face on this one more, although it's a bit sun faded and a bit crooked. Yeah, like this variant of Victor right here is actually kind of rare actually, because here's what happened. So Here Are the Rails came out in 2009, although season 13 didn't come out until 2010. So there would have been merchandising for Here Are the Rails at that time. So the story goes is that Hero, Victor, and Kevin were made by Learning Curve when they still had license. So, and the faces were based off the model, the practice model era faces at some point. Now, here's where it gets interesting, because along with them, and I guess the season 12 characters, along with Bash, Dash, and Ferdinand, they were... Oh, and Charlie. Can't forget about Charlie. They were the only characters from the... these guys were the only characters that were released from the Sharon Miller era, or the Nitrogen era of Thomas and Friends. Now, Norman, Paxton, Sydney, Den, and Dart were made by Wooden Railway before Fisher Price took over, like when Tomy was getting the license. However, these guys were more likely made by Tomy rather than Learning Curve, despite that some of them, like Paxton for example, has a Learning Curve text on the bottom. I have a good theory about it, and here it goes. And the theory is that Charlie, Hero, Victor, Kevin, Bash, Dash, and Ferdinand had trading cards. If you don't know what trading cards are, they're basically is about the character or item you got. I think they did in the beginning of the early 2000s, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Now, the thing is, these guys are the only ones to get trading cards, but these guys didn't. Probably because when Tomy got the license, they were trying to give the engine CGI faces, and it would be a bit odd if the CGI characters, like engines with CGI faces, have like model series trading cards. Plus, they needed to cut costs down, so that's a theory why the trading cards were scrapped. These guys were made by Tomy. These guys were made by Learning Curve. Now, here's the interesting thing about this Victor. Let's talk about him finally. So, Victor was So he was given a face redesign before Fisher Price took over, where his eyes were painted, and I like the look of the face better. It also but it also begs the question, why would they do that? My theory is the Blue Mountain Mystery Pack, because believe it or not, Victor was the only item made by released around time of Blue Mountain Mystery that was made in Wooden Railway, because Luke, Merrick, and Winston were planned to be made by Tomy, but it was cancelled when Fisher Price took over and they did their own thing with them. So yeah. So sadly, Victor was the only one to actually get a Tomy variant. And I guess they painted the eyes because they were going to make a sea silk version and a yellow Victor, which both of them are red, by the way. So yeah, it's kind of a shame, but I'm really happy to have this Victor, even if he's in pretty rough in a rough patch. Now I'm gonna ask you guys this: which Victor should I use? I like the face on this one more, but this one's in better condition. Let me know who I should go with, Tomy or Learning Curve. So yeah, goodbye guys. This is Team Zug signing out. Peace out and have a good day. Which means I finally got him at school.